Hisense C2 Ultra. If you guys want to know anything about this beast of a lifestyle mini projector, you know what to do. Go make yourself that cup of coffee, come back and watch this video. So for normal, I'm actually changing this video. I'm not going to do unboxing and then testing, because I went straight from unboxing to testing this and it was so good I had to get this video out now. Welcome back to the channel and the last of the Hisense products that they send me. Let's say I saved the best for last, or so I hope. Sometimes I can be wrong. I don't know anything about the C2. I know a lot about the C1. This is my own personal unit, and I have it here because I'm going to be referencing as we go to see what differences they did from the C2 or from the C1 to the C2. So if you guys are new to the channel, first video is unboxing and overview, and the next one we will test it, and I'll test it in a few ways. I'll test it in my cinema on my acoustic transparent screen. I'll test it on an ALR screen from Hisense, and we'll test it outdoors as well, because these are lifestyle projectors. You can move them from room to room, point them up to the ceiling, outdoors, in a cinema, so they have a lot of versatility in use. And these are all the rage at the moment. So you would think they're not that good being portable, but this already showed us. And then on the M2 and stuff I did, those are so good. And in my cinema I have the JVC N7, which is a proper cinema projector, costing way more than this, and we will put it up and see, and I'll do side-by-side comparisons with these as well. So let's get to unboxing this unit. I'm taking this is going to be box in a box as well. Got to take this opportunity to thank Hisense again for sending out all of their products, from the ultra short throws to the lifestyle projectors, for the videos we did. This is a good time to go and check out their website. I'll put a link there. And then also, while we're at it, if you did enjoy this and if you did get any info from it, please go give us a like, subscribe and share. More than 80% are not subscribed, but they watch the videos. So please, you must be gaining something from it. It doesn't cost you anything. Help me to help you. Okay, let's get into it. So, like I said, box in a box. I like box in a box. I must say, I think it's my favorite way, because then, if you are like me, you like to keep your original boxes nice. Straight on top. Little touches like this I like. Hisense, in love with technology. Little scan code, and just your voice has been valuable in the contribution to the improvements of the C2 family. Just a thank you note for buying. I really like this. It shows that they care. Those little things matter. So let's get this out. There we go. There's the nice packaging. This is just the outer box, which can get damaged and all of that, and I really like it, like I said. So there we go. Xbox certified. So this is a lot like the PX3. A lot of the same technology in here. It's got the Xbox certification. This does not. Well, this has Dolby Vision IMAX enhanced. I'm just looking for the audio where that had the Harman Kardon sound system. This, I think, has JVC. We'll see now. And this actually has a subwoofer built into this one. So let's see what the audio on this is like. Oh, they have another little plastic here to cut. But yeah, so the thing on the PX3, which you must remember, and this contributes to the price being so much more than the PT1, is all of these accreditations, having an Xbox certified sticker on here, having a Harman Kardon label on there for the audio system. Those things cost money. You can't just put those things on there just for the sake of it. So you do pay for it. Let's see if it's worth the cost. as you guys know, on the ultra short throws, I preferred the PT1 to the PX3. Let's see if this is going to be different. Already the packaging here, I love it. Look at this, a carry bag where you can put it in. So cool. I really like it. Hisense. You've got a scan code on there. Very, very boundless. Man, goosebumps. Like I've always said, guys, my goosebumps, they do not lie. I love those little touches. Okay, so here we have just some setup guides that you can go through. We have a quick setup guide. This is a warranty card and a quick setup guide. The remotes. Let's quickly have a look at the remote compared to the C1. They look identical. No, they are not. This is plastic, this is metal. So still not, I would have liked to see that this is USB chargeable like on the PX3 and the PT1, but it's not. This is your traditional battery remote. I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity. It is metal, does feel nicer. It's not going to do much more than this remote. So to have a USB-C and maybe solar, that is, I would have loved to see that. But let's give them kudos for at least putting a metal remote instead of a plastic one. Because we are starting to go into a premium price range here now. Let's just touch on that before we go further. This is just under 50,000 South African rands. It's not a cheap projector anymore. This is half the price, so let it go up double here. Let's see if it's worth the investment. So packaging is absolutely epic. From being double boxed to not having foam and having this of not having polystyrene and having this foam molded insert. I really like this. I really like this. Let's see. There we go, guys, just to show you. And this one is brand new. It's not one of the demo units they sent me. This is brand new out of the box. Got the stickers on to be careful with the lens and all of that. Another scan code for you there. And then there's an accessory box pushed in the middle, which is heavy. I'm guessing this is going to be the external power brick. Yeah, so why they do external power bricks, and the old Xboxes did this as well before they put them inside the Xbox. It makes the physical unit smaller and lighter. So there is the power brick. It's a heavy power brick. What's the rating on this? 180 watts. 180 watts. So heavy power brick. I might as well leave this out. And the other side is just the power cable plugging into the power brick. And then there at the bottom I can see the batteries hiding for the remote, which they should have actually made USB-C and solar chargeable. Yeah, missed opportunity. I mean, they had everything at their hands. They could have done it, but let's not dwell on that. Okay, I'm going to put that there. Now let's get the unit out. This is quite a heavy unit. It's heavy. It's heavy. Have this in as new a condition as humanly possible, and the guys that have bought from me will know, if you buy from me, it comes new as possible unless stated otherwise. While we are on that, this C1 will be up for grabs as soon as we've finished the comparison between the two. I don't actually mind keeping it, but I've got the C2, so there's not much need. So already, it's beautiful. It's heavy. It's heavier than that. We got this gimbal at the bottom, which allows us to orientate this up to the ceiling, which that did not have. That was the biggest thing where I like the M2 more. Now this is epic. There we can see some cooling at the bottom. This is all aluminium chassis. Got some rubber feet there. I'm guessing this was table mount until they did the gimbal. And this gimbal can also rotate in all directions. So very nicely done. The build quality on this is insane. So there on the front we have sound by JBL, so I was correct. IMAX enhanced. Hisense, we have all the cameras there to do the auto functions on the screen. And we have the 4K LPU Hisense powered laser lens. Plastic on the front there. So this, as far as I have it, has two 20 watt speakers, or two 10 watt speakers and a 20 watt subwoofer. And the subwoofer is built into the base. Can you guys see it there? There's the subwoofer in the base. That's the first time I've seen that. Power button also on the base here. Oh, it's heavy, man. There you plug it in. We have two HDMIs, one eARC, one normal. So this will be the eARC can go to whatever. You can add a gaming console. You've got a few options to do here. We've got an audio out. We have the remotes IR, USB 1, USB 2, SPDIF, and we have a LAN input that you can put onto this. LAN input, because this is a all-in-one unit with Hisense's proprietary video technology, and this has the new, I think, 7.4. So we'll see what the differences are here. Up top we also have, I don't know if this is just for looks, but it looks like it does something. Maybe this, I'll just have a bit of a look what this is for up top. But I want to show you side by side, but it's very unstable on that beanbag. Let's put these units next to each other and let's have a good look. Okay, I zoomed in a bit on the side by side. So they both have this grayish, it's very easier, it's much easier with the gimbal. They both have this grayish metal sort of look to them. Let me just get out of the light. This one has the buttons up top. This one, where this is a Pro, that has the buttons on top, volume up, pause, power. This one does not. This one only has the power on the base, and that's it. See, there's also a tripod hole if you want to mount this to a tripod. So that actually had more button functionality. They are forcing you to go the remote route on this one. Let's look at the front fascias. So this looks like a much bigger lens enclosure. Cameras are, we have more. The one they move all of them to the side. This was also JBL audio. Looks like bigger speakers, but they're not. This is now there. This is a more compact form, although being heavier. So they, as technology goes on, they were able to put more in this box and make it a bit more compact. The gimbal makes it look a bit bigger, but it is definitely heavier. Yeah, it's definitely heavier, the C2 Ultra, than the C1. Let's have a look around back. On both, much the same, just the power is now on the base. They've now given this two USB, so input output wise, much the same on both of these. Just going to balance them there. They are balancing nicely. So spec, what have they done here? Brightness, way more. 3000 lumens, 1600 I think. So I'll put it on screen. I think it's 1400 lumens more, so a lot more brightness. So this is what I want to test. On the PT1 and the PX3, we also had that huge deficit where the PX3 has more brightness. And us as consumers, myself included, we get drawn to that. So if you are looking just on paper, you would go for the higher brightness units, which for me, and this is just my opinion guys, don't take me for it, go and test for yourself, but for me, I would save the money and buy the PT1 on the Ultra short throws, because that brightness sort of deficit that brightness worked contradictory to the black level. The PT1 for me had better black level. So I'm hoping it's not going to be the case here. With this, the C1 is going to have better black levels than the C2 Ultra because of that brightness on screen. How does this happen? Because you have more brightness projecting onto the screen, the light washes out the black. So light scenes, yes, pops, vivid, you see it, but as soon as you get dark pieces on the projector, remember we are shining lights onto a screen that's absorbing it, the black level suffers. That's maybe where ALR screen will pick up that more and, you know, sort of reject the ambient light that you don't want. We'll test it. I've got the ALR screen up, I've got the acoustic transparent screen up, and I've got an outdoor screen as well. So we're going to test these units to absolutely every use that you would want, even projecting it onto the ceiling and seeing what that looks like. So next, I'm going to be putting up these units side by side so we can see the difference in performance levels. As I mentioned, the black level, is it going to be as good as on the C1? Is it going to suffer because of their higher brightness outputs? We're going to test them in acoustic transparent cinema. We're going to test them on an open room ALR screen with ambient light, and we will test them outdoors late-ish evening to proper evening to see how good they are in being all-round versatile lifestyle projectors. Why are these so popular now? Lifestyle projectors. The word says it all. And that's what I'm going to use it for. I want to see if I can mount another box underneath my JVC and use this for gaming, because let's face it, gaming on the JVC sucks. It's not good. It's a movie projector. This will cover the gaming. And then might it be as good where I can watch movies as well and prefer it over the JVC? Let's see. We'll test it. Then on the ALR, then I can move it. I can move it to the ALR room. I can move it outdoors. I can take it everywhere. Lifestyle projectors. I mean, how many of us really have the budget, unless you are proper enthusiasts like myself, to have different projectors for different jobs? Most of us want one. Even if you can do this in your lounge as a TV, you can take this to the bedroom and you can cinema outside. The only problem I see, and I've already had that problem, is the family is going to fight about who has this, because when you turn your back, your son is going to nick this for gaming and play gaming on his ceiling. Then you want it, and then your wife has got it doing in the lounge watching her series. So you got to wait till everyone sleeps so you can go and watch your sport or outdoors. But it's fun. It's family fun. I actually enjoy it. And then eventually you might end up buying like an M2 for them to do their thing and keep the nice C2 Ultra for yourself. Guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a like, subscribe, and share. Stay safe. Enjoy your system. Guys, this thing is an entirely different unit. Straight out of the box, this thing just lined itself up. And I'm going to try and replicate that now. And then I'm going to show you what I do, because on this one, I had issues I could never get this to line up onto my own acoustic screens. So I wanted to see on the ALR, but this one, smack bang. Let me show you how good this is. Hopefully it's going to do it again now. There we go, perfect. Picks up the top of the screen, perfect. I don't need to do freaking anything. Love it. Okay, so English, we are doing front projector. You have the ceiling you can do from the back of the screen, and rear ceiling, this will be front. So they're asking the screen, I'm going to say other. Yeah, my region. Okay. Now I've got the lights on now, so this is ambient lights on already. The colors look absolutely amazing. Here we have multiple profiles, so this will be for kids and stuff. I'm not going to do this, but you can do it if you want. Okay, I'm not going to name this anything because this will be moved around. I'm going to call this, I'm just going to call this C2U. Okay, this is Apple AirPlay and HomeKit. You can cast to this and the video. There we go. So far, this has been a joy and a breeze. It's perfect. Oh, I I might be replacing my JVC for something that costs a quarter of the price. Oh my goodness. Let's just see how. I'm going to drop the light so we can get a true representation of color. This is beautiful, man. This is absolutely freaking beautiful. Settings. I'm going to leave this as standard. As you can see, let me just pause this. It has a lot of light that it is projecting around the room, so it is ultra bright, this thing. Let's let this run. Okay, already the audio is good. I'm going to put this down so you guys can hear me. It's super bright. I'm gonna tone this down a lot, but this is gorgeous, guys. We have keystone correction, the updates available. Not now. Let's go all settings, picture, HDR standard, picture mode, brightness off, yes, light sensor settings, just one. Yeah, that dims it down a lot. So this will detect the light on screen, dims it down a lot. I like that feature. Adaptive contrast, medium was the good one last time. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe I'm liking high. Sure. This is much closer than high. Scenario enhancement, adjust the brightness according to the screen. No, don't like that. That oversaturates. Put that off. Dynamic tone mapping on. Yeah, way more detail. Yes, we leave that on. Dark detail. Leave that on. We're not going to gamma calibrate this now. Color. Warm 2 as always. Yeah, beautiful. Color gamut. Auto. Color tuner. Not going to mess around there. Let's see what blue light does on this one. Damn, I like it again. It does a good job. Blue light it is. Low blue lights, I mean. Clarity. Off. 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 Super resolution on. You can see how much detail that puts in your picture. On motion smooth. DLP turbo we're not going to do. Game setting, oh, that will be for games. Intelligent mode, don't like that. Sound, as always we do theater. Ooh, we have more settings on the audio. I love it. We have bass boost, true volume. Okay, this will adjust the volume accordingly. You can select your setup here. I like it. This is very cool. And then audio output. We have dialogue enhancement if that's needed. E-arc, lip sync, all of that. Connection we've done. Accessibility. Yeah, that's the basic stuff. I'm quickly going to upgrade this unit to the latest software. And then I'll do the rest of the video after I've been testing a bit more. Well, there's a video art setting. Oh, cool. You so can screensaver into art. Guys, so far I'm loving this unit. Absolutely loving this unit. Voice services, Google, so we can add this to Google. Definitely going to do that because I do run Google in my home. Support, system updates, check updates. I already know there's one. Let's do this. Guys, I have to say I am blown away by the C2 Ultra from Hisense. If you can see my goosebumps, I'm freaking out. This projector is so good. But I do need to touch on the drawback that it has. At the moment, I'm actually thinking of replacing my JVC with this projector. But the one place it can't beat a proper cinema projector is on black level. Although it's very, very good. Let me explain to you. I'm going to put the light down and just show you on this scene why I'm saying what I'm saying so you can better understand. Okay, so if we look at the scene, you can see it's very good. But see, as I move now where I am, see how we have this image that has lights all the way around the screen. It's not noticeable on dark scenes, but you can see now as I'm moving here, it illuminates the whole front of the screen. A cinema projector, when it's lined up to the screen precisely, does not do this. So that's the one thing. Black level is very good. You can see, as you can see now, again, this is now what I'm saying, the light is everywhere. So the brightness does come with the drawback of having a bit of an issue with the black level. So that is where the C1 might be perceived as having better black levels. It's because of the brightness. So let me show you how I have set this projector up. You can go bright, but that makes it even brighter. Dark is a bit too dark. Custom, for me, I feel is the way to go. Picture mode, we have brightness at 49. Color saturation, you can play around with those. This is all off because we don't want to make it too much. Again, adaptive contrast, not a big difference between medium and high. I just feel medium is a sweet spot. The scenario enhancement feature I actually like. The black detail, dark detail, that actually brings more brightness into it that we do not want. This unit is almost too bright. And then clarity, all of this stuff I have off except for super resolution. Motion I have on smooth. So that is about as good as I can get this picture before it becomes too dark. So that's on a very dark scene. Let's show you just something on, I don't want to do something that's going to be copyright. Let's go back to YouTube. See how vividly bright this is. The color, everything, the pop is insane. Let's do one of these 8K rendered images. So you see, always you see that halo of the light. So that's the one thing you're going to have to get used to. But look at that. We are filling this entire screen with glorious image. The JVC cannot wish to reproduce this color. Hisense really has this triple laser technology down to a fine freaking art. Even coming up close, the only thing I can see that sort of does pixelation is my screen, which is a woven acoustic transparent screen that we do in-house, by the way. But woven, you're always going to have that when you come very close, but when you're sitting there you don't see it. But just look at this image, look at the greens, look at the pinks, look at the black. Now the black's absolutely good. If you look at the black compared to my black on the side, yes, there is a difference, but there's always going to be high light shining on it. But guys, this unit is freaking phenomenal. Hisense, I cannot praise you enough. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with in the future. Look at that. Look at the white, the black, the color. Wow. it's breathtaking. It's breathtaking. And then the audio. Audio is darn good. This has 2 speakers, built-in subwoofer. It's not going to take your breath away if you are used to very good audio, but it's more than livable. If you just want some good audio like a soundbar outside, having this portable. But yeah, I would highly recommend that if you are going to use this in a cinema, you add a decent surround sound system that has HDMI AUX, so it will integrate with your receiver 100%, and then you can still operate all of this just with one remote. You don't need to run a lot of different remotes, guys, but I'm blown away by this image. Let me put the light back on. There you can see a bit of ambient light now. Still more than watchable. Let's try and drown this out with my spotlight. Okay, now we have ambient lights on and we are shooting a studio recording light at the screen, and still it's 100% watchable. This is very bright. If you guys recall when I did the Epson what was it, QL 7000, their 10,000 lumens projector, I did the same sort of test of that. I must say that's still the best projector I ever tested, but it's a R500,000. This is 50,000 rand, and it's on special now for 44,999, so 45,000 rand, and that comes darn close. It's not, I'm not saying it is that Epson, but it is for a 10% of the cost. 10% of the cost. This is affordable value, the best projector I have tested in this price by far. If you can get around how the light sort of as the screen adjusts, how it illuminates around. I mean, obviously if you bring the projector closer, it's going to have to be around about here somewhere, mounted to the ceiling. You can get away from that. You're still going to have the light that leads out from the keystoning. So the best place will be around about here with no keystone on the table. Then you'll have none of that light. But it will work, but not in a cinema environment. In a cinema, you're going to have it at the back, have it on the ceiling, something like that. I suppose you can do it on the coffee table, but then it's more lounge. It's not like really cinema. But back to that, this thing is absolutely freaking phenomenal. So phenomenal, I'm actually changing this video. I'm not going to do unboxing and then testing, because I went straight from unboxing to testing this, and it was so good, I had to get this video out now. So this video is going to change. I'm going to have unboxing and testing of this unit in one video. Then I'm going to jump over to testing this against the C1. That'll be a separate video, and then doing it on the ALR and the outdoors. That'll be separate. This is just so good, I have to do it now. Guys, so I tested a lot on this. The audio, like I said, it's good, it's usable, but if you want to have a full cinema experience, you'll get yourself a decent system. It is as good as a soundbar, so you don't need a soundbar. Unless you want a bigger soundbar, do that. Colors pop. It's insane. Speed and accuracy. This unit for gaming. My goodness. Again, the last time I enjoyed gaming on a projector was on that Epson QB7000. This took me back to that. So much so, I called my son and said, look, we have a gaming projector we can afford now. Because I couldn't afford that unit. It's the price of a freaking fancy car. This, not that bad. It's epic. It is epic. Hisense, I take my hats off to you guys. From what you did here to going here, it's phenomenal. It is freaking phenomenal. Is this an upgrade over the C1? Yes, it is. We will still do the side by side, but about 100%, yes, it is. Where did I mount it? Between my two rear speakers, I put a shelf. It's on there just for testing purposes, but it's working out very well. I might just paint that shelf black and that might be the new house. I just need to make sure it doesn't vibrate off, because the bass in this room is absolutely insane when we are going full tilt, proper projector style. What else was there to talk about on this? So the smoothness and how fast it is, just turn all of that motion processing and that stuff, except for the smoothness, turn all of the other stuff off, otherwise you're going to get artifacts. But if you turn those off and just leave the smooth image on, this is so fast. Watching live sports, this is a highly recommended projector. If you're interested in these, contact me, but you don't need to buy them through me. You can get them through any Hisense authorized retailer, which is almost everywhere. All the stores, the macros, all of those stores will be doing these. You can get them, and get them while they're on sale, and save yourself 5,000 Rand. I don't know if they are in sale overseas. Just check your local guys. Phenomenal. This is really, that's going to stay there. I'll still use my JVC, but I want to use this as well for gaming and different movies. Like I say, really, that JVC does a few things like the black level. So some movies like Batman might be better on the JVC when it's a very dark movie. But I tested Stranger Things now, and I mean, that's dark, not just in movie, but in visual representation, and I could watch. It was very damn. What the JVC can't do is the color. Even on the C1, when Alan came in the day, we saw stuff on the dinosaur that you didn't really notice. Then you pop over to the other projectors. Oh yeah, there's the red in the colors, but this is like, it throws it at you. Look at the colors. And that's always something that's been evident on these trichroma lasers with the colors, each laser for each color, that really makes it pop. I mean, now we are flooding this room with light, and I can still see the color detail. Yes, our black will be faded out now, but it's still there. You can see, look at the color on the houses. This projector is amazing. I think this is Hisense's trump card. People are sleeping on this. They really are. They really are sleeping on this projector. And I want to urge you, go and test these. Go and test these. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of places you can test them. And I think that is why companies like Hisense have reached out to me. Because if you go to a store, you can't really test this in store. So this unit's going to be by me. The C1 is going to be here, and that's up for grabs as a demo if someone wants it. Come and test these units. Make an appointment with me. I think they might be reaching out to more proper cinema integrators, because that is the market that they are missing, and that is the market this is aimed at. And guys, I am not trying to hype this because I'm doing a video for Hisense. It's phenomenal. This is not your average projector. And that is how I want to end this video. By this is not your average projector. Make a plan to go and test it. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know. Do you have these? A few guys have commented on the M2. They bought it, they love it, they had it. Let me know. Do you have the C1 or do you have the C2 Ultra? Are you thinking of upgrading? Are there any questions that you might have that I not address in this video? I get to all my questions. I'm trying to do that even as the channel grows and I get more and more questions and comments. I still try and make a point. When that little one comes up at the top and there's a question, I go and I answer whoever has a question. So please make use of that. You have direct access to me. That's one way I want to be different from other YouTubers. I want to be reachable, and you can connect and communicate with me. So do that. Hit me up, comments, let me know. What do you think? Do you have questions? Then, if you enjoyed this, I think this is like, because I'm mixing the two videos now, it's about the third time, but if you enjoyed this, please guys, help me help you. Like, subscribe, and share. Enjoy your systems. And then, I'm going to enjoy this now, because I'm not done. I'm not done. This is going to have a lot of testing. I'm going to watch videos. I want to connect this up to my audio system now, but I think first I'm going to have to make another hole for the HDMI cable to come down from my projector box. Wish I did that sooner, but I'm going to have to do it now. But yeah, that's something for me to play around with. But I'm gonna absolutely love this projector. This is gonna go everywhere. This is gonna go outdoors. This is gonna go ceiling in the bedroom, in my son's room. This is gonna go here. Luckily, it's a laser light source, so we have 25,000 hours. I saw on the one website they made a mistake by 250,000 hours. I'm sure that's a mistake. It's going to be 25,000 hours on the laser light source, but that's still so long, guys. That's the normal TV. It's going to last for a very, very long time. Okay, let me not rant on too much, guys. Hope you like this. Stay safe. Enjoy your systems. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.